Good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. As I posted just a little while ago on Facebook, it is an absolute honor for me this evening to have Tellman on. I'll let Tellman introduce himself to you. If you don't know of Tellman, I've known of Tellman a long, long time, and he is one of the absolute greats in this industry, a legend, which is one of the reasons that he's on this. And Tellman has been around long enough that he's been doing tele seminars. He was telling me the other day, so he remembers actually picking up the phone and
or video streaming before YouTube even existed.
That's just that nearly makes you as old as me, Tellman, but not quite.
I know. I got started young. What can I say?
Your beard is doing better than mine. Mine has gone very snowy, so you're doing a bit better than mine.
That's right. Well, welcome everybody to the call. We're going to be getting started officially here in a few minutes, but I'm very curious. So the internet marketing world is constantly changing, right? And there's a lot of turnover. There are a lot of new people constantly entering the internet marketing world because technology is changing and trends are changing and new websites are emerging and new software is there and new marketing methodologies are there. But at the same rate, there are new gurus popping up all the time. They're popping up like weeds all over the place. And I've been part of the internet marketing community for almost half my life. I'm 41 and I got started in my 20s. And I was an entrepreneur and a hypnotist before I entered the internet marketing world. But I had to figure out how to market myself, right? And I decided to learn this stuff, and I got really, really, really good at it. And we'll tell you a little bit more about that later. But I'm curious of the audience that's here, of the people who are here live right now, who has ever heard of me versus have you never heard of me? I'm just curious how long you've been in the space and whether my name is a new name or an old name that you've known about for a very long time. If you could go ahead and let us know in the chat by just saying brand new, never heard of you, or oh no, I've been following you for years, Tellman, and I followed Run Tellman Run, and I bought your list building programs, and I was on one of your old ADD sites back in the day, or whatever. So let me know whether we know each other, basically.
So we've got one being a follower, the other one is new, the other one, Ralph says Tellman who? New name, yeah, being a Tellman fan, just kidding, said Ralph, new to me. And remember the baby being born and the run.
Oh, wow. All right. So we have a mixed bag. We have some people who we've definitely come into contact with in the past, and some people who are completely brand new, or at least brand new in my era. So that's cool. So where are you guys tuning in from? Right? Where are you guys shouting out from? Like what city, what state, what country? Where are you guys out of? Great beard, says Ralph. Thanks, Ralph. I appreciate it. I've been working on it. You'll see a few pictures of me during the presentation, totally bald, totally clean shaven. For the last 7 years, I was completely bald and clean shaven, but I decided to grow the hair and the beard back here in the last few months, and I'm kind of digging it, so I appreciate the compliment. Carol says, you send me emails every day, sometimes more than once a day. I hope you like them, Carol. Daryl says, Alberta, Canada. Way to represent Canada. John is in from the UK, Oxfordshire. Awesome, John. Great to have you with us. Ralph is coming in from San Fran. What's up, San Fran? A little bit earlier in the day. Not quite so cold there as it is here. That's great. Seth is from Statesboro, Georgia. Carol's in Oregon. We got Illinois from Michael Melly. I think that's how you pronounce your last name, Melly. And Ralph is regrowing his beard. Maybe we should forget the whole wealth hypnosis thing and just do an accelerated beard growth hypnosis session today.
Yeah, that'll do.
Just kidding, guys. We're totally joking. We're not going to do a beard growth session today. Hopkinsville, Kentucky from Cheryl. Don't forget the Aussies, says Sharon. And Ralph says, I'd be on at 3 a.m. if I had to. That's the way to do it, Ralph. If you want to change your life, that's the deal. It's all or nothing. Go for it 100%. I appreciate the enthusiasm. Steve says St. George. We got Big River, Saskatchewan, Canada. Awesome. For those of you who are just jumping on, people are typing in where you're from. We'd love to hear where you're from. And the next round of things I would love for you guys to type in is just go ahead and type in what you do currently to make money. What do you do for a living? Do you have your own business online? Do you work a job and you're trying to do this internet marketing thing part-time? Are you a butcher? Are you a baker? Are you a candlestick maker? Are you a hypnotist? Are you a psychotherapist? Are you a doctor? Are you a dentist? Are you an auto parts dealer? Do you like to fix cars? Are you a ceramics maker? Are you a glass blower? Are you a puppeteer? Are you a writer? Are you a high level, a quantum level mathematician? What's your deal? What do you got? We'd love to hear. In the meantime, why don't you let me turn it back over to you. This is your show, and do your.
They're here to see you, not me. So I have no problem, sitting here.
Go ahead and kick it off. Let everybody know what's going on.
So, guys, for all of you in, we've just been having a chat while people are coming on, because there's a lot of people trying to get on, and we're seeing where you're from and the rest of it. So, Tellman is going to have a slightly different conversation with you this evening, okay? And it's one of the reasons that I reached out to Tellman to come on to this, because, it's great to know all the latest techniques, marketing tricks, hacks, Facebook hacks, Facebook ads, list building, all the rest of it. It's fantastic. And they work and they're brilliant and you need them. However, without the piece that's here between the ears working correctly, that is normally the biggest stumbling block that I have found coaching people. And Tellman has found coaching people and helping people over the years. So it was one of the reasons I've seen a lot of Tellman stuff. I've got a lot of Tellman stuff over the years. And the breakthroughs that Tellman is able to get you in such a fun way, right? You're going to have an absolute ball tonight, right? I'm gonna be here for the night, guys. I'm not leaving.
There's not going to be any clucking like a chicken that occurs on our webinar. There's going to be no barking like a dog, and there will be absolutely no singing and dancing like Elvis. This is not a comedy show.
I can do that without being hypnotized. It's all right, badly, but I've got the microphone for it. It's not a problem.
Right. That's right.
So guys, this is really going to be, about what happens in your mind. Tellman is a fantastic person at getting you through all of the breakthroughs you need to do. He's been like a lot of the people that are on, or all the people that are coming on, some of them, as Tellman said, are newer and some of them are older and some are on an awful long time, but everybody's walking, talk. This man, like a couple of the other people that are on, have been walking, talking the talk for a very, very long time, okay? In this industry. I may be older than them, but they're at this longer than I am, and I learn from them all the time. So, and I have to say, Tellman is one of the nicest people you're going to meet around. You're going to have good fun. We both love comic books, so it's always good.
That's right. That's right.
I'm gonna turn off my webcam. I will be here. I'll have my microphone muted, Tellman, if you want me. I can see the poster. Yeah, I really like it. We'll have to talk about that another day. I'll mute my microphone. If you need me to come on, just ask. I'll be here for the whole session. And I'll be here to go through any questions that you have to do it on the rest of it. So a lot of people here, Tellman, have come back with their answers: hosting, marketing, coach, ambitious people, disabled geezer, no cash me on Social Security, though I do some writing, health coach, martial artist, Steve, working on developing an online marketing business, veterinarian, developing online business, part-time worker, auto e-commerce, and Ralph agreed with everything that I said about you because he said amen. So guys, without further ado, I'm going to shut up, which is always an unusual thing for me.
Great. So the only thing that I might need, just be prepared, is it's been a while since I've done a presentation on GoToWebinar specifically. So when I go to switch from screen cam or webcam to slideshow, chances are good I'm going to screw it up.
You're not. Your slideshow, we can actually see your screen as you speak. So the camera is above the screen.
Oh, right now you can see my screen.
Yeah. We can see your screen the whole time. Yeah.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
So you can see my screen and my face right now?
Correct.
All right. I'm completely stoked about that. That's even better. All right, guys. Well, again, my name's Tellman Knudson. It's a pleasure to be here at the Legends of the Digital World series, especially because I'm here with several of my friends and colleagues from the internet marketing world. Matt Basak being a longtime close friend, and I've made an enormous amount of money with Matt over the years. Ty Cohen, I've been working with Ty Cohen on projects for a decade, maybe more. Ty is absolutely fantastic. Matt Fury, though we don't know each other personally, I've personally gone through all of his stuff. I own his CD programs on email marketing. Brilliant marketer, brilliant copywriter, have the highest degree of respect for Matt, and many, many, many more. So you're in the right place for an absolutely extraordinary education that's going to supercharge your mind and bathe your brain in the techniques, in the methods, in the principles, and the ideas, and the concepts that you need in order to change your life and grow your business or start your business and get it up to record proportions in the next 3, 6, 9, 12 months. But what I've discovered, first of all, I'm 41 years old now. I started my first business in my dorm room with my girlfriend, now wife, when I was 19 years old, called Tellman Salsa, like chips and salsa. I've been an entrepreneur over half my life now, I'm proud to say. And I've started numerous businesses since 1996 when I started my first business. And what I've discovered is that we all know most businesses fail. Within 80+% of businesses fail in the first 2 years, but internet business, 98% of internet business fail in the first year. Why is this? The reason is not because there's lack of knowledge. The reality is the internet has given us access to more knowledge and more power than we've ever had in our lives. The amount of training, the amount of principles, the amount of concepts, just the sheer volume of knowledge that you're going to get on this webinar series alone is absolutely extraordinary. There's no shortage of knowledge, and there's no shortage of great knowledge. You can find free knowledge, or you can pay premium prices for well-organized knowledge that you can download and utilize and put into action quickly without having to suffer through the days, weeks, months, and years of Google searches yourself. You can decide to spend your time on it, or you can decide to spend your money on it. It's entirely up to you. But with that much knowledge already available to us, each and every one of us, I've been online since 2004. What happened is in college, I went to college to study peak performance in athletes. I was a very, very serious and very competitive distance runner, cross-country runner in both high school and college, still a runner today. And I was interested in peak performance. I was interested in the flow state. I was interested in becoming extraordinary more of the time. And so I started studying the mind while I was in college. And one of the things I started studying was hypnosis, altered states of consciousness, NLP, or neuro-linguistic programming. I started studying the mind. I became fascinated with hypnosis. And after I finished college, I went on to become a hypnotherapist. And that was in the year 2000. You might be able to see, I don't know if you can see it over my corner shoulder or not, but you might be able to see my certificate that I got back in 2000 when I got trained as a hypnotist. And I spent my last $2,000 on this training in order to become a hypnotherapist. And I spent the next several years suffering, making no money, even though I was an amazing hypnotist, amazing hypnotherapist, got great results with my clients. I was suffering financially like nobody's business, and I got tired of it. I realized I was going to be working my butt off 50 hours a week until I was literally 50 years old at that rate in order to pay off my college loans. And that was not a reasonable outcome for me. And so I decided, I made the mental choice that I was going to become an extraordinary internet marketer, and I was going to figure this out. I was going to figure out how to sell my hypnosis products and programs online to the world outside of my small little town whose economy was dying. And so the one big thing that I see that the difference between wildly successful internet entrepreneurs, I've been online full-time since 2004. Okay, so that's 14 years at the time of this recording. Since 2004, I've been full-time online selling my knowledge, my wisdom, my experience, my skill set. And what happened was I've seen a lot of businesses come and a lot of businesses go. I've seen a lot of gurus rise, and I've seen a lot of gurus fall. I've seen a lot of techniques and fads and trends come and go. And look, like 14 years isn't that long in the greater lifespan of a human being, but it is long in the lifespan of the internet so far. And so I've had the opportunity to learn from some of the pioneers of internet marketing and to have them as close personal friends over those years. And what I've noticed is that there's one thing that makes the difference between someone who becomes a millionaire online and someone who does not. And that one thing that makes the difference is your mind. It's your thoughts. And the beautiful thing, the amazing thing, the thing that truly makes us special as human beings, as a race of animals on this planet, what makes us different than everyone and everything else, than every other form of life that we know about for sure today, what makes us different is we have the ability to control, to change, and to be self-reflective on our own thoughts. You can control your thoughts, and if you can control your thoughts, you can control your feelings, and if you can control your thoughts and your feelings, you can do anything you want to. And that's what today's presentation is all about. I'm going to hypnotize you to start thinking, acting, and behaving like the millionaire version of yourself that you know is locked inside you and just hasn't had a chance to come out yet. I'm going to give you the key to your subconscious mind so you can align your conscious mind and subconscious mind with your true desires to achieve them personally, financially, in your relationships, in your friendships, in your spiritual life, in your physical life. But tonight's call is about money. Tonight's call is about financial well-being and financial success. Welcome to the Millionaire Mindset Masterclass. My name is Tellman Knudson, and you are in for a wild ride, especially if you've never been hypnotized before. So let's see if we can get this slide to advance. Okay, we already talked a little bit about where you guys are tuning in from, so that's good to go. So today I'm actually going to give you my flagship wealth hypnosis system. I actively sell it for $2,997, thousands and thousands and thousands of copies of my flagship wealth hypnosis system have been sold at $29.97. I want to give that to you here today. So if you'd like to know how to get that for free, go ahead and type in "I'm in" into the comments right now so that I know you guys have actually care about this and are interested in what it is that I'm talking about, or whether you are just like, Tellman, please stop talking. I'm completely bored right now. What is up? So Steve says I'm in. Richard says I'm in. Daryl says I'm in. Michael Melly says I'm in. Patrice says I'm in. Carol says I'm in. Jake says I'm in. Jane says I'm in. Mick says I'm in. Gil says I'm in. John says I'm in. Ralph gives 3 thumbs up. I don't want to see the 3rd thumb. Thank you, Ralph. Brad says I'm in. Marcia says I'm in. Cheryl is so in. You guys are going to love this presentation. Okay, I'm not going to mess around any longer. Here we go. So we're going to give you the Wealth Method, my $2,997 program, for free. So I want you to be sure to stay on till the very end of the session here today. After we do the hypnosis session, and I'm going to give you all the details as well as the link to where you can go to get that program. Okay, so who am I? I kind of gave you a little bit of this earlier when I was just doing the story and the metaphor about marketing. That's what I look like without hair, if you're curious. You know, I would love to hear, do you guys like me better bald and clean shaven, or do you guys like me better with the crazy hair and the beard? What do you prefer? Please type it into the comments. Here's a actually an old picture. I think this was late high school of me running and completely kicking butt at the Covered Bridges Half Marathon and in top sprint at the end of a 13-mile race. There's a picture of myself, my wonderful wife Jody, and my 2 beautiful children, Torger the Viking and Lightning. She's the little redhead over there on the left. I live in Vermont. Vermont is an awesome state to live in. There are no billboards, and the people here are absolutely awesome. There are a lot more trees than there are people in cars, and it's nice and quiet here. Good skiing as well. That's a picture of the Tell Mansion. That's my $1 million home that the internet bought for me. And here's a picture of me with Richard Branson. Actually got married on Sir Richard Branson's private island, and believe it or not, Richard Branson was the ring bearer. So that was a fascinating story. This is one of my glam shots. So I kind of already told you the marketing saga a little bit. Basically, the long and short of it was I was a business owner, in this case a hypnotist, but I was a business owner and I wanted to make more money. I wanted to be more successful. I was frustrated with having to charge minimal prices because my local economy stunk and I was bad at marketing, and like I was very frustrated, working my butt off, working like crazy, making no money, down on myself for it. You know, multiple businesses had failed before, and this is in the 2000s, and I finally started learning marketing. I actually got to the point where I applied some direct response marketing principles to my hypnosis offices. I had 6 hypnosis. I live in a 10,000 person town, by the way. It's the biggest town around for 45 minutes. And so I had 6 separate hypnosis offices that were all 1 day a week hypnosis offices. And they were all in different locations. So I could go drive. They were all within an hour drive. So I could go in all these different locations and be able to tap into other customer bases. And so I applied these direct response marketing principles, and I was able to fill up my schedule. But what I wasn't able to do was actually start making significant profit. And so I was driving all over the place. I was working my butt off. I was hypnotizing tons of people every day, but it was too much. I mean, I just couldn't handle hypnotizing 6, 8, 10 people a day, 6 days a week for months and months and months and months and months on end without going completely nuts. And so I said, there's got to be a better way than this. There's got to be a way I can sell my hypnosis programs online. And I started my company online called Overcome Everything, and it still is the same company. It's around today. And it says Overcome Everything down at the bottom of the slide. You can see that's our company logo. And so the whole idea behind Overcome Everything is that I have a personal mission, right, in my life, is whenever I see a problem, an obstacle in my path, I'm going to overcome that. That's the name of the game. That's the way I've always been. And I love tackling big problems. And so called the company Overcome Everything. And what ended up happening was, in very short orders, I was trying to sell stuff online. I really realized my marketing knowledge was extremely deficient, but I didn't have enough extra cash or I didn't feel like I had enough extra cash in order to invest in the level of programs that I wanted to be in. And so what I did was I ended up interviewing 80 of the very best internet marketers and personal development, self-improvement gurus who were also online doing internet marketing at the time. And this is kind of before podcasts did exist, but nobody knew what they were. And so it really was before podcasts. And so we created this online series, an interview series, and it's what the whole telesummit model and ultimately the whole webinar summit model, which is this, we're based on, is this interview series that I did back in 2004. And I interviewed all these guys and these gals on their secrets to success, both marketing wise and mind wise. And at the end, we sold their products and services through affiliate links. And that's how I got my business started. They all gave me their best email marketing and list building advice. I applied it and I built a crazy list. And what I did is I started developing a really unique form of email marketing that was radically different than what anybody else was doing at the time. And as a result, what happened is I built this loyal following of people. I was just interviewing experts and gurus who were much smarter than I. And I built this whole following of people who loved what I was saying and who loved what I was doing. And they wanted me to teach them email marketing and list building, even though I was not a self-proclaimed expert. I was a hypnotist, but I was a hypnotist who was getting good at marketing. And you can be you who are getting good at marketing too. Okay, this is not limited to me or anyone else. You can take your knowledge, your expertise, your wisdom, your skill set, and you can get good at marketing too. And that's why you're here. And that's why you should be here. But in order to pull it off, you're going to need a mental shift if you haven't pulled it off already. And if you haven't pulled off already, that's probably why you're here right now. So what I did was I constantly was using hypnosis to reinforce my goals and to go after my dreams and to wipe out all the self-doubt and to really do all of the things that I knew that I should, to overcome procrastination, not to let overwhelm get in my way, not to let self-doubt or fear of success or fear of failure screw me up and make me procrastinate and not do stuff and come up with reasons that it wouldn't work. I just did it, and I did it full force, full throttle, all day, every day, and in all of my free time. And what happened was I ended up building this list. I ended up building this following, and everyone looked to me as the list building expert. Lo and behold, boom, I bought listbuilding.com, did several list building oriented launches, and taught over 100,000 paying clients and customers how to build wildly profitable email lists and do a very, very special and unique form of personality marketing in their emails that was absolutely untouchable. And so I did that for several years. I did 7, 8 years. And then what happened was I got really, really, really tired of teaching internet marketing because I never set out to be the how to make money online guy. I wanted to be a great hypnotist. I wanted to be a great mindset expert. I wanted to focus on personal development. And though I made millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars as an internet marketing guru, the reason my clients and the reason my students were successful was because I always baked in entrepreneurial mindset hypnosis sessions into my courses and into my training to reinforce the right ways of thinking so that they would take action and do the things that they knew they needed to instead of making excuses. And if you're here, if you're anything like almost everyone else in the human race, then you also procrastinate and you also make excuses on doing the things that you know you could do that would make you more money right now for whatever lame reason your subconscious mind is coming up with to sabotage you and hold you back from making a significant change in your life. That's the big difference. That's the marketing saga. So what happened was I stopped selling all my marketing programs back in 2010. I shut that entire branch of my company down. I fired over 30 people in a single day and rebooted everything in order to focus all of my attention on entrepreneurial hypnosis, on helping people like you to develop the mindset, training, and the patterns that you need, not to get by, not to make a little bit more money, but to be ungodly successful, to be so successful that you're more financially successful than anyone else that you know. It is within your reach if you're willing to think the right thoughts and take the right actions, and I'm here to help you do that today. So that's my marketing saga. I took all my marketing knowledge and I poured it back into hypnosis and back into doing high-level mindset training, and that's what I've been doing since 2010 exclusively, focusing on helping entrepreneurs pop everything up to the next level. So really nice to meet you if this is the first time, and I'm really looking forward to helping you to supercharge things. If you guys have questions as we go, please go ahead and type them in. I will do my best to answer them before we get started with the hypnosis session. So today we're going to be doing a wealth hypnosis session to help you reach and achieve your personal and financial dreams and desires. And this is an interactive session. So if you choose to interact, you're going to get a lot more benefit out of our time together. So who is absolutely ready to supercharge your money mindset and develop that millionaire mindset that you know will take you to the next level? If you want to experience that right now, say yes. And I'm taking a look at the hair responses. I see a hair. I hear no beard. I hear beard. I hear hair and beard, definitely. I hear bald. I hear hair. Sharon says I'm a lot cuter with the hair. I'll take it. Thanks, Sharon. Rhonda prefers something in between. Sharon was around for listbuilding.com. Awesome, Sharon. Okay, so Ralph says ready, set, go. Steve says yes. Boom, yes. Cheryl says yes. John says yes. Okay, oh yes, yes. Jake says yes. Oh yeah, says Daryl. Ready, let's do it, says Patrice. Yeah, says Juan. Yes, I am, says Carol. Are awesome. Yes, on the beard, says Kevin. Yes, yes, yes. Hair looks good. All right, it's all about the hair and it's all about the yes. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So here's what we're gonna do, guys. So we already did we already did the yes. Okay, so today's session is about achieving the millionaire mindset, and for most people that really comes down to one thing, and one end result is about money. Okay, and I'd like to ask you some questions about your thoughts on money here. So before we go into that, I'd like to talk to you about something a little bit more important, perhaps a little bit more near and dear to your heart. We're going to talk about some ways and some means of achieving financial independence. And I'm really glad that you're studying internet marketing, because that is how I have achieved all of my wealth, all of my significant amount of money. Has all come directly from the study and execution of internet marketing techniques and tactics. And so you're very smart to be here, and you're very smart to be part of this series. How many of you guys who are on the line right now want to become financially independent? If you want to become financially independent, if you want to create financial independence for yourself, type yes, all caps with an exclamation point right now into the comments. Okay, Steve says yes. Ralph says I must. Daryl says yes. Richard says yes. Jane says yes. John says yes. Joseph says me. It's close enough. Ralph says yes. Cheryl says yes. Jake says yes. Mick says yes. Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so you guys clearly are interested in financial independence. So what does that really mean to you? Seriously, what is your definition? This is going to be a little bit harder, but please, if you typed in yes, let me know what your definition of financial independence is. What does financial independence mean to you? Go ahead and type it in. I'm just going to look at the comments and see what you guys have to say. Okay, great. Carol says freedom. Richard says 10 million. Carol says freedom. Again, Michael says freedom. Jake says freedom. Mick says less stress. Cheryl says $100,000 a year. That's interesting, Cheryl. $100,000 a year definitely wouldn't create financial freedom for me, but I'm glad that it would for you. Financial independence for me, but I'm glad it would for you. Patrice says, have a consistent positive cash flow. John says, all the bills are paid plus some elbow room. Steve says, freedom to do and go wherever and whenever I want. Jane says, freedom to choose. Juan says, money is no limitation. Daryl says, not relying on a regular 9 to 5 for measly pay. Amen to that. All right. Ralph says, to live a life free of debt, full of opportunity, able to do what I want, when I want, with who I want. Exactly, Ralph. Joseph says, no bills, travel and make money. All right. Friend, hey, friend, says being able to do and go wherever I want. And Kevin says, you're in control. Awesome. So absolutely. One of the interesting things is that, as you think about what it means to be financially independent, you guys said some of these things. Some people say things like, I would be in total control to spend my time so I could spend more time with my family and doing the things I love. Sound familiar? I mean, somebody wrote almost exactly that, right? How about total freedom? Anybody mention freedom? Tons of you did. Total freedom to do what? So a lot of you said freedom. So let's get a little bit more snappy. Total freedom to do what? Freedom is cool, but it's an imaginary word, right? It means something different to everybody. So what does freedom mean to you? Freedom to be able to do what? That's what I want to know. Jake says freedom to be able to travel. Awesome, Jake. What about everybody else? Freedom to do what? What do you want to do with your freedom? What do you want to do with your financial independence? Tell me what you guys got. John says go where and when I like. John, where and when would you like? Specifically. Okay, so Jake says travel. Jake, where are you going to travel? Where are you going to travel first? And when are you going to do it? Write it down. So yeah, John, when and where do you want to go first? Get specific, get clear. You want to burn this? You want to make it a reality? No vagary. Okay? Burn vagary out of your mind. There's no room for vague. There's no room for blurriness. Absolute clarity, absolute focus will get you there. Spend time with my family. Spend how much time with which family members, where specifically, and when, Michael? Steve says to wake up whenever I choose. Fair enough. Don't set the alarm clock. That's specific. Give back to others. How much money are you going to give back to who, Cheryl? Get specific. You want to give $1 million a year to help fight AIDS? I mean, what are you doing? Specific. What are you going to give back to who? Every Grand Prix this and next year. Rock and roll. All right. Line the tickets up. I like it, John. That's specific. Jake's going to go to Thailand, Europe, Greece, and then Italy. Great. Awesome places to go. And the beautiful part about having the right kind of internet business is you can just run that from your laptop, in some cases your smartphone. More time with family, says Daryl. Travel to Hawaii and set up kids for their future. Awesome. Patrice says no schedule. Spend more time with my family and be able to just relax and enjoy the life in the boreal forest. Awesome. Freedom to help others to become free too, says Mick. Very cool, guys. So we already talked about this. What would you do if you had total freedom? What would you do with your freedom? So this is a common response. All the money that I need to do whenever I want to do it, or whatever I want to do whenever I want to do it. Money, right? There are two ways to make money. Okay, so let's talk about achieving financial independence. There are basically two ways of achieving financial independence. One takes your time, and many of you are doing this right now based on what you told me that you do to make money at the beginning of the webinar. One takes your time. It's called trading time for dollars. Most of us have done it, and to some extent, most of us are willing to do it. Everyone has a different threshold for how much time they're willing to trade for how many dollars. The other one is called residual income. Okay, the other one is called residual income, passive income. Residual or passive income means that your money is making you money and you get to do what you want with your life. It's the kind of what financial, is that for you kind of what financial independence means? Because it is for me, right? Being able to have systems that are set up online that make me money 24/7, whether or not I do any work that day, is pretty awesome. And especially having that for years and years and years and years, it changes. It changes the way you think. It changes everything. So, I mean, would those types of passive income streams help to create the type of freedom and financial independence that you want? Sharon is going to Japan. That is so awesome, and is clear on how her income is going to continue to grow. And Patrice is going to go and spend more time with her granddaughter. Kevin has no problem with cash flow to be able to give more money and time to others and get out of the disaster hole left by the property crash. Awesome. Good, Kevin. Mick loves residual income. Patrice definitely wants the residual income. Kevin says residual income is the bomb. Joseph is going to travel around the world to China and Hawaii, making money on his laptop, hopefully creating some residual income. So check this out. Right now, if you had all the money, right now, if you had all the money that you could ever want in your bank account, right now, where would you be? Right now, if you had all the money you could ever want in your bank account right now, where would you be? Type it into the comments. Where would you guys be? I want to know. Like, right, where would you be instead of this webinar right now? If you had all of the money that you would ever need or want in the world, where would you be? Sharon says, right where I am now. Awesome. Well, what would you be doing instead of watching this webinar? John says, Melbourne. Steve says, home in the Philippines. Jake says, Thailand on the beach. Michael says, Bali. Joseph says, Hawaii on the beach, playing golf at Pebble Beach, sitting on the beach. Holy beach bums, Batman. You guys love your beaches. Awesome. Awesome. Good to know. So the interesting thing about all of this is that you may have noticed that each of us has a little bit of a different idea of what financial independence actually is and what it means to us, what our definition is of it, and what we would do it with it if we had it, where we would be, what we would be doing, who we would be spending our time with, and so on. Each of us has a little bit of a different idea about financial independence. But what about, and a few of you mentioned this, what about just reaching out to help somebody who's less fortunate than yourself? Is that important? Is that important to you? Is it important to you to reach out and help somebody who's just a little bit less fortunate than yourself? What do you think? I mean, a few of you did mention this a little bit. Juan says he'd be in Florida. Mick said he'd be right here. Kevin would be possibly listening to me because I would have the time. Nice. Patrice said I'd still be in the forest here, probably reading with my cat and planning my next trip to see my granddaughter. Awesome. Awesome. So Jake says, yes, it's very important. And Mick says it's very important. Jake says absolutely. Kevin says for sure. Cheryl says very important to help others. Sharon says it's a very important part of life. Jane says yes, would love to teach others to be successful. Joseph says very important. Yes, donate to the ASPCA, says Lee. Daryl says yes, I know that people could use some help. Unquestionably. So how about just getting up in the morning? A lot of you mentioned family. How about just getting up in the morning knowing that you can provide for your family? Is that also financial independence? Several of you mentioned setting your kids up, being able to spend more time with your family. Presumably that would be helping to provide for them too, right? So because we have a little bit of a different idea about what financial independence is and what we want to do with it, I mean, it's totally fine that we have different definitions and want slightly different things. I want you to leave today's session, though, knowing one thing for certain. If you learn nothing else in this training today, I want you to be completely aware. I want you to realize that the dream of financial independence is alive. It's alive and it's doing well. Whatever that dream might mean for you, you can have it if you simply take the time to learn how to get it. What we're going to do here today is I'm going to show you how to wire your subconscious mind and start taking immediate action toward your financial independence in your life starting today. We're going to do a mental training session together, specifically designed to get your conscious mind and your subconscious mind aligned, to get them to start thinking, acting and behaving like a millionaire version of yourself. And as you know, we're going to use hypnosis, but not just any type of hypnosis. We're going to use wealth hypnosis. So what is wealth hypnosis? Wealth hypnosis hasn't actually been around for that long. Wealth hypnosis, here's how it works. Hypnosis has been used for decades and decades and decades and decades and decades to help people quit smoking, lose weight, get over insomnia. It's used for chronic and acute pain. It's great for fears and phobias. Number one in the world is weight loss. Olympic athletes and high-level sports performers have been using hypnosis and similar mental training techniques like NLP for decades in order to get the edge. And that's not just Americans, it's all around the world. Wealth hypnosis takes all of these principles that we know we can use hypnosis for to help lose weight, to help quit smoking, to help de-stress, and we apply it specifically to entrepreneurial thinking, to up-leveling your ability to think at a high level as an entrepreneur, as a marketer, and as an individual, because you are capable of having better ideas than you currently have. You are capable of taking more action on your ideas than you currently have. You're capable of recruiting other people to your ideas. You're capable of delegating. You're capable of managing teams. You're capable of organizing projects much bigger than you ever have in your life. And wealth hypnosis will allow you to do just that. It will give you the aha moments. It will give you the insights. It will give you the clarity. It will give you the focus. It will give you the motivation. It will give you the certainty that you need in order to take action and make your dreams a reality. So will wealth hypnosis work for you? Great question. Hypnosis won't work for everyone. And here's why. It's because not everyone works for everyone. So there has to be a great deal of trust and rapport and connection between two people in order for hypnosis to be as effective as humanly possible. And if you just don't like me, if you don't like the sound of my voice, or you hate my beard so much that there's no way you'll ever listen to me, it's cool, but we're probably not a good match. Okay? Just like you don't get along with everyone, I don't get along with everyone, and vice versa. And that's totally fine. Not everybody are meant to connect. So if you're getting a lot out of this presentation and you like what I'm saying, then stick around. And if you don't, or you're too skeptical, you are more than welcome to leave at any time. No problem with that whatsoever. With that said, we are going to be doing hypnosis in a few minutes. So fair warning, no driving while doing hypnosis. So if you're driving, just might as well shut the webinar off now. You're going to want to be sitting down or lying down in a comfortable spot with absolutely no interruptions and no distractions in the next few minutes. So what I want you to do is to close the door to your office, close the door to your bedroom, close the door to your home or your office if you're at work. Let everybody around you know for the next 45 minutes or so, do not bother you under any circumstances. And if you have some headphones or some earbuds, pop those in. Not necessary, but good for blocking out noise. And in the meantime, just shut off all other devices and all other inputs that could bing you, ding you, distract you, or otherwise during the session other than this presentation right now. So if you just drank a bunch of coffee, you probably are going to have a hard time with hypnosis. I would encourage you to actually take a second right now while I'm talking. Just go to the bathroom, right? Go pee or whatever you got to do. You might want to get a sip of water or a glass of water just in case. I'm just coming off a 2.5-week cold. I still have a little bit of a cough. Sorry about that. So hypnosis is a lot like any type of relaxation, guided relaxation, meditation, or visualization, where I'm going to lead you through a series of mental exercises, and you get to choose whether to do them or not. If you want to get the benefit of them, you do them. If you don't want to get the benefit of them, then don't do them. It's okay with me either way. But you are in control in hypnosis. I'm not in control. Hypnotists don't snap their fingers and magically take over your mind. If you guys have questions about hypnosis, please ask them in the comments. What hypnotists do is they teach you, they show you how to use your mind to achieve the results that you want instead of the results that you've been getting. Hypnotists are mental coaches. They teach you how to use the secret parts of your mind that most people don't know how to find. We know the tricks. We know the loopholes. We know the backdoor secrets that you can use to literally reprogram your mind to start thinking, acting, and behaving like the person you wish to be instead of the person that you've been. Okay? So will wealth hypnosis work for you? It'll only work with you if you follow my instructions. And if you don't follow my instructions, it will definitely not work for you. Anyone can choose to follow instructions or to ignore instructions. Your call. Again, it's totally fine with me either way. So let's go ahead and do some hypnosis. We're going to go after your dreams of financial independence today. We're going to supercharge you with the millionaire mindset. So here's how to prepare. Just told you guys a second ago, I gave you fair warning. This is the secondary warning. Then I'm going to check the comments, and then we're going to roll into the hypnosis. So number one, you can't be driving. You can't be driving or doing anything that would put yourself or anyone else in harm's way if you were to fall asleep during the course of our time here together. Okay, what that means is you're going to have your eyes closed for 20 to 30 minutes. So driving isn't appropriate. If you're operating heavy machinery, probably not the best idea. If you're flying a pterodactyl across New York City, not the time to be doing hypnosis, right? Not the time. You want to be able to completely chill, completely focus, completely relax, and block out as many distractions as humanly possible. You can be sitting down in a chair. You can be laying down. Most people find standing up uncomfortable to do hypnosis. You want to be able to relax and kind of take a little mini power nap, right? If you haven't done so already, just run to the bathroom real quick, okay? Get yourself a little sip of water if you need to. Again, let everybody know not to bother you. Shut off your phone. Actually, I still have an old-fashioned landline, and I forgot to unplug it. I just unplugged it, make sure that wouldn't bother anyone. So shut off your landline, shut down Skype, shut down Facebook, shut down Gmail, shut down any and all outside distractions so you can focus on yourself for just a few minutes. Focus on supercharging your mind to become the entrepreneur, to become the marketer you know you're capable of. Just take a few minutes. Take a few minutes to yourself. You deserve it. There's nothing holding you back. There's nobody stopping you. I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started in about 2 minutes. I'm just going to check what people have written in. Anthony, is there anything that you need to tell me or that I need to be aware of? Is everything going okay? Is everybody seeing everything well?
Everybody's seeing everything. Everybody is answering beautifully. Question, is coffee really bad for us? That's a whole different conversation. Should we be taking notes? I presume you don't take notes when you're getting hypnotized. You just sit there and relax.
Yeah, there's no need, and I'm sure you guys already bought all the recordings and transcripts for the entire series anyway, so you'll be able to revisit this session down the road and listen to it again if you wish. Again, I mean, I'm assuming everybody got those. So,
Sarah says set to go, so it looks like everybody is ready to go, and so am I. I've turned everything off.
Awesome, awesome. Mick says this presentation is great, better than I expected. Is coffee really bad for us? Dude, I love coffee. I just don't love getting myself all stimulated right before a hypnosis session. I didn't say coffee was bad for you. It's just like amphetamines of any sort are bad for you when you're trying to relax, right? Yeah, Patrice, you don't need to take notes. You're just gonna be doing a meditation. You're just gonna be closing your eyes and chilling and having a cool. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna ask another question before we get started. Of everyone who's here live with me, have you ever been hypnotized before? Just type in yes or no. Have you ever been hypnotized before? Yes or no? I should have asked that right at the very beginning to get a read, and I forgot.
I will answer that.
We got 1 minute.
While they're putting in their answers, I'll give an answer.
I'm going to write this down. So
I'll give an answer where everybody's typing in, is that I actually was hypnotized because when I was going on stage, I used to get nervous. And I got a guy said he'll hypnotize you, and a bit like what you said earlier, which made me laugh. I was, come on, are you joking me? No, I'm not going to go running around when someone says, buddy, buddy, and I go clucking like a chicken, forget it, and you will never hypnotize me. And actually, it was one of the most serene, pleasurable experiences I've ever had, and it really, really worked. And I'm not saying that because Tellman's on, because anybody who knows me, I tell it straight, I was absolutely gobsmacked. I tell the story regularly. I would have never thought I was going to be hypnotized, and it was absolutely fantastic. So I'm really looking forward to studying. And most people are saying no.
You know, almost everyone said no. A lot of people didn't answer for some reason. But we got very few yeses. So I'm very happy to be presenting this. You know, once ClickBank had me host their entire annual event, and I hypnotized something like 700 entrepreneurs and marketers from ClickBank from stage in Vegas, all to become better marketers. It was awesome. So the fact that you haven't been hypnotized is no problem, but so many people said no. I do want to give you a chance to ask any other questions you might have about hypnosis, if you have any, before we get started. Because a lot of people are skeptical about hypnosis because of all the like weird references to it in sci-fi movies and stuff. And a lot of people don't understand what hypnosis really is or how it really works. And I want to explain to you the answers to any questions that you have. And I'm more than happy to do that for a couple minutes before we jump into the session. Can we use this to quit smoking? Mick, I've helped. I don't sell online programs for it because it's not my passion, but I've helped hundreds and hundreds of individual people to quit smoking very successfully with hypnosis. And there are thousands and thousands and thousands of hypnotists around the world who specialize exclusively in helping people to quit smoking with hypnosis. So the answer is unequivocally yes. Sharon said that she loved doing hypnosis. She says clinical hypnosis is very effective. Does this stick? Great question, Jake. Hypnosis is actually, what you're doing is you're rapidly creating new and better habits in your brain. Think about it like creating a new neural connection. You're creating a new skill set. It's a little bit like learning a new language. So let's say that back in high school, maybe you took French for a few years, or maybe you took Spanish for a couple of years. Well, if you take that foreign language in high school, you learn it, and while you're practicing it regularly, it's pretty good, right? But then if you take 20 years off from ever speaking Spanish again, did it stick? Well, only if you practiced. Now, if you got dropped in a Spanish-speaking country, a lot of that would start coming back to you very quickly because you'd be in a full immersion experience. And the fact that you had that experience and had those connections already there would make them come back that much faster. But like anything else, whether you're working out your brain or your body, if you don't practice, you get weak. So it's not really about it sticking. If it's a more effective way of thinking and you practice thinking that way and doing those things on an ongoing basis, it'll stick for the rest of your life. But if you decide to slack off and you decide to go back to your old lame way of thinking, and that's a decision you make, then no, it absolutely won't stick because you're in control. What hypnosis does is it gives you more skills and abilities. It doesn't take away your existing ones, if that makes any sense. What if you're a control freak and have a hard time letting go? Thank you, Patrice. I was the most difficult person to hypnotize that my teacher had ever met. And she said that if I could really get hypnosis dialed in, I'd be able to work with absolutely anyone. I love control freaks. And that's why I have a book called All Hypnosis is Self-Hypnosis. I'm not going to take control of your mind, Patrice. You're going to take control of your mind. And I would love to show you how if you'd like to learn. So there's no, like, you want to be a control freak, I have no problem with that. Control your own mind. Like, let's teach you how. I think it's a great idea. Am I going to know what's happening, says Joseph? Yes and no. Hypnosis is a lot like taking a power nap, where you'll have times where you're completely aware of everything that I'm saying and times where you kind of doze off and drift off a little bit. Some people find that they pay close attention to everything that's being said the whole time. Other people just relax into it and they don't hear a single word after a minute or two. It all depends on you and your personality, how comfortable you are with the session and me conducting it and all these types of things. So you can relax as much as you want to relax, but you don't have to completely let go if you don't want to. It's not a necessary step. Gaurav says, I tried a couple of times, but they were not able to hypnotize me. That's because they don't hypnotize you, Gaurav. You hypnotize you. You need to choose to follow the directions. If you don't follow the directions, you will not be hypnotized. So remember, I'm not gaining any control over you. I'm not hypnotizing you. You're hypnotizing yourself. I'm going to show you how if you want to follow the directions. If you don't, that's cool with me. No problem. Mick says, thank you. Jake says, got it. If it helps to stop procrastinating, I will be very happy. Mick, I'm going to give you a secret. There's only one way to stop procrastination. It's by taking action. It won't help you stop procrastination, but it will help you immediately start taking action. Patrice says, thank you. You're welcome. Ralph says, is hypnosis and deep self-meditation similar? The mental state and what's going on with your brain waves, Ralph, is extremely similar. Not completely identical, but very similar. The difference is that with hypnosis, there is a practical and specific outcome that you usually have in mind, whereas meditation is more about the process, whether it's a spiritual process or a de-stressing process or a mental clearing process. Hypnosis tends to be a little bit more direct and to the point in terms of what the desired result is, what the desired outcome tends to be. In this case, we want to get you thinking more like a millionaire so you can start acting and behaving more like a millionaire version of yourself so you can start making the amount of money that you really should be making. Jake says, so there will be some practice tools. The session is the practice tool, Jake. All right, Gaurav says, thanks. Let's give it a try again. Awesome. Let's do it, guys. So we are going to go ahead and get started. Anthony, anything else we need to go over?
No, sir. I think you're ready to go. Looking forward to it.
Rock and roll. All right, guys. So we're going to go ahead and jump in. So here we go. What I want you to do is sit down, get comfortable. Again, if you have headphones or earbuds available, go ahead and pop those on. I think I answered everybody's questions. Thank you guys for so much participation today. That's always great when you have a crowd of people who actually answers your questions when you ask them. It's way more fun than talking to yourself, I'll tell you. All right. So this is basically just a power nap, just a relaxation. You're going to feel great when you're done. So what I want you to do is go ahead and take a nice, slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, just go ahead and close your eyes and begin to allow yourself to relax. Just begin to allow yourself to relax from the top of your head all the way down, all the way down, all the way down to the very tips of your toes, and begin to relax. As you do begin to relax completely, perhaps you can begin to imagine a disc, a golden disc of liquid light. A golden disc of liquid light about the size of a coin, spinning and stretching, spinning and stretching, spinning and stretching out, spinning and stretching out over the top of your head. The golden disc of liquid light, spinning and stretching out over the top of your head, coating and relaxing the scalp, the crown of your head. It's like honey, relaxing, calming, soothing each and every cell, each and every nerve, each and every tendon, each and every fiber, each and every part of your mind, body, and spirit that it touches, slowly bathing your head in this golden liquid light, slowly moving down and across the forehead, soothing and smoothing away the creases in the forehead, soothing away the stress of the day. Calm, calm, calm and relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more, more and more completely relaxed. Right now, you can begin to imagine that golden liquid light moving over your eyes and eyelids, relaxing your eyes and eyelids completely, down, deeper, down, down over the back of your head, relaxing the back of your head, slowly moving into the neck. And perhaps you'll notice a slight flicker beneath your eyes at some point during the session. And that's perfectly fine, perfectly fine, perfectly fine. Completely relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax deeper and deeper, moving down into the cheeks and over the ears, slowly moving down and into the temples, the golden liquid light spiraling into the temples, relaxed, calm, focused, Good. And completely relaxed. Completely relaxed. Completely relaxed. Good. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more, more and more. Perhaps you can begin to relax the muscles in your chin, your upper lip, and lower lip. Calm, focused, completely relaxed. Allowing the muscles in your jaw to relax and the teeth to part. Breathing calmly, quietly, easily, naturally. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And allow that relaxation to move now into your shoulders, relaxing the muscles in your shoulders, down and across the collarbone, slowly moving down from the shoulders into the upper arms, relaxing the biceps and the triceps completely, down, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed, down, 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 into the elbows, and the forearms, and the wrists, and the hands, and the fingers, completely relaxed. And as you do, continue to relax more and more, more and more, more and more. Taking a nice slow deep breath in, taking a nice slow deep breath in, and holding it for the count of 3. Slow deep breath into your upper chest and lungs and holding it for the count of 3. Now, 1, 2, 3, and exhaling. And completely relaxed. Breathing normally, easily, quietly, comfortably. Good. And now, as you continue to relax more and more, the golden liquid light continuing down into the shoulders, continuing down into the spine, moving into the spine, lighting up the spine, one vertebrae at a time, the golden liquid light moving into the upper back, moving down into the upper back and stretching out to the left, stretching out to the right, relaxing each and every nerve, each and every cell, each and every fiber, each and every part of your upper back, completely, totally, and thoroughly relaxed. Moving down from the upper back, moving down now into the mid back, and stretching out to the left, stretching out to the right, and completely relaxed, completely at ease. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. And in this wonderfully calm, relaxed, and comfortable state, moving down to the lower back now, relaxing all the muscles in the lower back, moving into the tailbone, stretching out to the left, stretching out to the right, moving into the tailbone and the pelvis and the hips, hips and relaxing completely. Deeper, deeper, and deeper still. And taking another slow, deep breath in, this time into the lower chest and abdomen. Slow, deep breath into the belly right now. Holding it for the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And completely relaxed. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Good. Breathing normally, easily, quietly, comfortably, and allowing that relaxation to continue down now from the hips into the upper legs, relaxing your quads and your hamstrings completely down, deeper, deeper, and deeper still, down into the knees and your shins, relax, down, down into your calves and ankles, deeper, deeper, and deeper still, down, down and across the tops of the feet, deeper, deeper, deeper relaxed, spiraling around the backs of the heels and the soles of your feet, relaxing the soles of your feet completely, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed, like the most incredible foot massage you've received in your entire life, sending wonderful waves of relaxation now, from the tips of the toes, all the way back up to the top of the head, and from the top of your head all the way back down again, all the way back down again, all the way back down again, to the very tips of your toes, and completely relaxed. Good. And in this wonderfully calm and relaxed state of awareness, perhaps you can begin to imagine a staircase, a beautiful staircase, the most beautiful staircase you can possibly imagine right now, with 10 steps leading down. You're at the top of the staircase with 10 steps leading down, and in just a moment, I'm going to count down. I'm going to count down from 10 to 1. And as I do, with each number I count, I'd like you to take a step down on the staircase. Down on the staircase, down on the staircase. And as you do, with each number I count, with each step you take, I'd like you to go down 10 to 100 times deeper than you are right now. 10 to 100 times deeper than you were the moment before. But before we begin our journey down the staircase, I'd like you to imagine next to you a beautiful treasure chest, your own personal treasure chest. And throughout the course of this or any other hypnosis sessions, you can use this treasure chest to simply eliminate distractions. Should you have any distractions that come in from the outside world, a noise, a vibration, a sound, a feeling, flash of light, a car driving by, a dog barking, a phone ringing, a distraction from the outside world, I'd like you to simply take a mental snapshot, a mental photograph of that distraction, fold it in half, fold it in half, fold it in half. I'd like you to go ahead. When you do fold it in half, just go ahead and place it in your treasure chest. Place it in your treasure chest. Place it in your treasure chest for safekeeping. And should you have any internal distractions, any monkey mind, any thoughts about the day that are not helpful and productive for you during this session, again, could be a person, a place, a thing, an incident, anything at all, grocery list, doesn't matter. Anything that's not directly helpful and relevant to you during this session, simply take a mental snapshot, a mental photograph, fold it in half, place it in the treasure chest, allowing every distraction, be it internal or external, every distraction that you encounter to serve as a reminder to you to go down 10 to 100 times deeper than you were the moment before. The treasure chest will follow you just outside of your peripheral vision for the duration of this session. Should you find any distractions, you can always place them in the chest for safekeeping, where you can retrieve them if you wish after the session is over. Good. Now, we're going to begin our trip down the staircase. Taking the first step down on the staircase, now 10 down. Taking the first step down 10 to 100 times deeper relaxed than you were just moments ago. Deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Nine, down, 10 to 100 times, deeper again, deeper, deeper, and deeper still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Down, deeper, deeper, and deeper relaxed. Good. Now, what I'd like you to do as you take the final step off the staircase is circle round the back of the staircase until you find the arched door marked control room. I'd like you to open the door and step inside the control room of your mind. And in the control room, you will see levers and switches and buttons and dials, displays of all sorts and inputs of all kinds. And right now, I want you to go and find the display and the dial marked with the great big money sign. Go and take a look at that oversized dial, and then take a look up on the screen and notice what the number is set at and what the background images are like. This represents your life right now. It represents your current annual income. It might show the type of car that you drive, or the house or apartment you may live in. It might show your workplace, or the types of clothing that you wear, or the type of people you spend time with, or the type of food that you eat, or the places that you go when you eat out. It's where you're at right now. Now is your chance. Now is your time to set yourself at millionaire status. Now, I don't know exactly what that means to you. It might mean making $1 million a year. It might mean having $1 million in the bank free and clear. It might mean having $1 million invested and set aside while your business continues to make more and more money. I'm not sure what your annual income needs to be for you to consider yourself a millionaire, but you know. Don't worry, you can always round up. I'd like you to turn that dial. I'd like you to turn that dial. I'd like you to turn that dial up. Turn that dial up. Turn that dial up to millionaire status. Notice the new kind of car you drive. Perhaps you notice the new place that you live. Maybe you notice your new wardrobe, or all of the exotic places that you can travel with your loved ones. I'm not sure exactly what financial independence means to you. I'm not sure what being a millionaire means to you, but you are. Set your money dial to millionaire status now. Turn it up, turn it up, turn it up, and as you do, notice the changes in your body. Notice how your mind starts processing things a little bit differently. Perhaps you can feel your mind and brain making faster connections already, drawing on previous experiences and creating new ways of looking at the world based on what you've already experienced that you never thought possible before. Once you set your dial to millionaire status, press it in with your hand, feel it click beneath your hand, hear it click, set it in place, set it in place, set it in place. That's right. Good. Now that you've set your money mindset to millionaire status, I'd like you to go ahead and leave the room. Go ahead and leave the room. Go ahead and leave the room, closing the door firmly behind you. Closing the door firmly behind you, and I'd like you to begin walking down the path. Walking down the path. Walking down the path to your round, white room. And on the right-hand side, you can see pictures hung. You can see pictures hung, and you see yourself, except you see yourself differently. You notice yourself in the future. I'm not sure just how far in the future you're seeing yourself now, but as you move forward on the path, you're able to see yourself doing things, having conversations, reading books, working on projects, being involved in things that you never realized you were capable of. Next level thinking. Perhaps there are even movies hanging on the side of the wall, seeing glimpses into your future, options of the possibilities. Yet on your left, you see the photos, the videos, the pictures of you in your past. All the things you've accomplished, all the wisdom you've gained, all the experiences that you've had, all the stories that you've accumulated, the amazing journey that you've been on so far that led you to this point, reminding you that your past is the raw material to create your future. And as you continue down the path, seeing and noticing the most valuable, the most insightful, the most useful moments of your past, and seeing and noticing and being inspired and hopeful for the things that you'll do in the future, you come upon your round, white room. And in the center is a bed, a spectacular bed, the most comfortable bed you've seen in your entire life. And I'd like you to go and lay down on that bed. Lay down on that bed and relax. Relax, relax. And just let your mind and body go free, sinking down deeper, deeper, and deeper into that bed, letting your mind and body drift and float, drift and float, drift and float, and melt away. And as you two continue to relax so completely and so deeply, in your mind, you open your eyes to the domed ceiling that is now open to the stars, a beautiful night sky filled with thousands of pinpoints of light, each one representing an opportunity, each one a dot waiting for you to connect. Enormous potential and ability. Now, I'm not sure exactly how you're going to achieve your dreams. But one thing I know is that the tools and the strategies, the systems and the processes that you've chosen to surround yourself with will give you access to exactly what you need in order to create your financial independence, your millionaire status, the wildly successful business you've always dreamed of having, and the level of absolute permanent success that you deserve to be blessed with because you're willing to do the work. You are truly an extraordinary individual. This is only the beginning, the tip of the iceberg. You are going to do incredible things. And I look forward to hearing about the amazing progress that you've made because of all of the insights, the aha moments, the connections, the people that you've met, the skills that you've learned, the risks that you've taken, and the rewards that you've gained as a result. I know without a shadow of a doubt that you can do this. You will do this. And no one and nothing will ever stand in your way again. In just a few short moments, I'm going to count from 1 to 10. As I do, it will be time for you to return fully back into the room, only as quickly and only as completely as you can fully integrate, activate, utilize, and realize each and every one of the hypnotic suggestions that are helpful to you to reach your personal and financial goals in your life and your business today. Doing so only as quickly and only as completely as you can fully integrate, activate, utilize, and realize each and every one of those suggestions that you have experienced here today. Beginning now. 1, 2, taking a nice slow deep breath in, exhaling. 3, 4, stretching out the hands and the feet. 5, 6, the arms and the legs. 7, 8, rolling the shoulders back, moving side to side. 9 and 10, wide awake, alert and aware, wide awake, alert and aware, feeling fine and in perfect health, feeling better than you felt in a very, very, very long time. And welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. How's it going, guys? How are you feeling? What was that like for you? I know right after a hypnosis session, sometimes people's fingers are a little slow to start typing, so I'll give you a little bit of extra time, but Tell me what that, I know most of you have never been hypnotized before. What was the experience like for you? Good or bad? There we go. Whether you were totally out or whether you were totally aware, whether you thought it was the coolest thing ever or whether you got some weird ideas. I want to hear what your experience was like. Did you like it? Did you hate it? What was it like? Tell me in the comments. And let me know, what was your favorite part about that session? What was your favorite part about that session? And Anthony, is my webcam still on?
Your webcam has been on all the time. Your screen is back. Somebody did mention that your screen is back.
Most of that was intentional. But
yes.
Cool. All right. So mixed is wow. What did you think of the session?
I thought it was fantastic, man. I feel as calm and as relaxed, which is interesting considering what I'm currently doing. And I feel very calm, relaxed, and re-energized. It's brilliant.
Nice. Jake says cool. John says amazing. Michael says an awesome experience. Mick says amazing. Michael says yes. Esteban says relaxed and aware. Patrice says transforming, and I was starting to formulate my path to take financial independence. Great. Fantastic. I want to do it again, says Mick. Cheryl says good, very relaxing. Loved the final room. Awesome. Sharon says fully aware, enjoyed, very relaxed. Loved feeling powerful at the end. Awesome. Kevin says, sorry, definitely went to sleep stages, so I missed parts. So Kevin, guess what? You didn't go to sleep. If you had gone to sleep, you wouldn't have woken up when I said wide awake, alert, and aware. What you did is you lost conscious awareness, which is totally fine. Hypnosis is the state between being awake and asleep. Sometimes you're aware, sometimes you lose awareness. Totally fine, Kevin. Great experience, says Daryl. Linda says relaxing. I liked it. Joseph says it was cool. I liked it. I feel refreshed. Great. Sounds like you guys really enjoyed it. So that's absolutely wonderful. So if you liked that and you're feeling pretty awesome, I want you to keep watching. And here's why. I told you at the beginning, we're going to talk about how to get my $2,997 flagship wealth hypnosis program for free. This is the exact type of wealth hypnosis that I've been using for over 10 years to help my clients completely rewire their brains for wealth using a process that I call the wealth method. It's a program that covers not just one, but actually 21 of the most crucial habits of millionaires, multimillionaires, and billionaires around the globe. Now, this single program has created more stunning success stories in my own practice than any other method that I've created. If you'd like me to hypnotize you with not just one session like we did today, but all 21 of the wealth habits, I would be absolutely delighted to do so. In fact, over the next 7 weeks, I'm going to lead you through the process of understanding and then installing all 21 habits of the world's wealthiest people directly into your own brain effortlessly. So let me explain to you what you're going to be getting. As you can see, there's Tellman with a little bit of hair and no beard. We change it up from time to time. This is the wealth method. It's my 7-week, 21 hypnosis session, wealth hypnosis intensive. It's going to reprogram your brain from the bottom up to start thinking and acting like a millionaire from this day forward. Here's just a taste of what you're going to be getting inside the wealth method. I'm going to go through these really quickly because there are 21 sessions. First one is called Recharge the Batteries to supercharge your energy levels anytime you need it. The second session is called Master of Change to help you deal with the constant change that you'll be facing as you're making more and more money and you're growing your business. Session number 3 is called Risky Business. Risky Business helps you have the courage that you need to take calculated risks to rapidly grow your business instead of getting gun shy and letting opportunities pass you by. Session number 4 is called Entrepreneurial Environment, and that's specifically designed to get you to start spending time around people and creating a perfect localized environment to support the level of success that you wish to achieve. Session number 5 is all about prosperity mindset specifically and switching from scarcity to prosperity in everything that you think and do in all actions of your life. Session number 6 is Bulletproof Confidence, and that's going to help you create the confidence that you need in order to push yourself to the next level, even if you don't think you can do it now. Session number 7 for Napoleon Hill fans is called Cosmic Habit Force, to give you the absolute complete focus to completely rewire your mind and your brain and your life to achieve your goals and to define and achieve your destiny. Session number 8 is called Unshakable Faith. This is not religious faith. This is unshakable faith in yourself, in your ideas, and in your vision, so that you can achieve it even if no one else believes in you. Session number 9 is called Man of Steel. Man of Steel is all about eating and exercise. It's about fueling your body. This is also for women, the way that you'll need to in order to be able to deal with all of the next level stuff you're going to be dealing with this dramatically increased success of your business, with this dramatic increase in your income. Believe it or not, as you make more money, you got more challenges to deal with. Make more money, you have more stress to deal with. Your body needs to be able to take it. This is about eating right and exercising right and getting the energy that you need in order to make it all a reality. All right, session number 11 is called the Yoda Factor. Session number 12, the Yoda Factor is all about plugging into a mentor or mentors. You guys already know all about that. Session number 12 is be a visionary, to get super clear on what your vision is for the future. So in week number 5, we go into the bounce back session, which helps you bounce back even when you fall down and you scrape your knees, you get hurt, you do something that doesn't work, you fail, get yourself back up the same day and you keep on moving. All right. Session number 14 is automatic discipline. If you have any areas of your life where you really wish that you were more disciplined, where you got up at a certain time, where you did certain things on schedule, where you pushed yourself a little bit harder, where you know you could really use a little bit more structure in your life, this gives you automatic discipline. Session number 15, we were talking about overcoming procrastination. This one's called Stunning Initiative. Stunning Initiative is going to give you exactly what you need to propel yourself into action. You won't even remember the word procrastination exists. Session number 16 is called Eyes on the Prize. And Eyes on the Prize is staying focused on your target at all times. Remember what you're doing this for and why. Remember the freedom that you're creating for yourself and the freedom that you're creating for your family. Session number 17, for those of you who might be a little bit disorganized naturally, Flawless Organization helps you automatically be more organized. It's amazing. Session number 18 is called the Honesty times Generosity Factor. We talked a little bit about how important it is to give to people. I'll tell you, it's equally as important to be honest with people at all times. And you know what? Sometimes all of us aren't as honest as we always hope. Sometimes all of us aren't as generous as we'd like to think ourselves as. The more honest and the more generous you are, the more success will come to you in droves. There's an absolute fact. Let's program your brain with values, with morals, to act appropriately and correctly, even when it's hard. It's the kind of stuff you want to teach to your kids, right? Session number 19, Lifelong Genius. The lifelong pursuit of learning to constantly be transforming, constantly up-leveling, constantly be just improving yourself and your business. Never stop learning. Session number 20 is called Unstoppable Positivity, how to stay absolutely incredibly positive even when the chips are down. And finally, Single-Minded Purpose, to keep you on focus, on point, and on track with your true purpose, with what you're doing at all times. This is the Wealth Method. I sell it for $2,997. And as you've seen, the normal price is $29.97. But today I want to give you the full version, okay? And I want to give it to you for free. For free, okay? So why would I possibly do this? Great question, very legitimate question. The reason is because I'm going to bribe you with something that I think you're going to find absolutely irresistible. In case I don't think I mentioned it, the name of my company is Overcome Everything. I did mention it. There's a logo down at the bottom. I want you to try my brand new coaching program. It is called the Overcome Everything Coaching Club. And in the Overcome Everything Coaching Club, among other things, you're going to permanently overcome procrastination. You're going to eliminate self-sabotage from your life and from your thinking. You are going to dramatically and automatically start increasing your client and customer base. You are going to naturally, as a byproduct of all the new actions that you're going to take, increase your personal income. You are going to increase your time off by segmenting out recharge time that you need in order to come back to the business at full force. You're going to break through the financial glass ceiling that you've been stuck under for years and haven't quite figured out how to get through. We're going to focus on breaking through that ceiling once and for all and getting you up to the next level. And finally overcome every single last obstacle that's holding you back from making more money right now, even if the last obstacle that's holding you back is yourself. The Overcome Everything coaching program is designed from the ground up to help you go from I know I should to I did. Because it's one thing to know what you need in order to level up in your life and to actually have the escape velocity that you need to break through. That's what Overcome Everything coaching is all about. I'm going to get behind you and we're going to turn on the power 100% week after week after week after week. Membership includes live video coaching sessions, much like today's training, and live video hypnosis sessions, much like today's training, except with a little bit better video. Experience live personal coaching with Tellman, that's me, to zero in on your specific goals, to get hypnotized live and in person once per week in order to hit your goals, even as your goals change, to get each and every one of your questions answered in our Q&A sessions so you can keep moving forward fast. Now, these coaching sessions are meant to help you achieve your goals using live coaching and hypnosis combined. So seriously, any questions you have, anything you need, I've been a full-time internet marketer since 2004, okay? I've had hundreds of thousands of paying clients and customers, and I've built millions and millions of people on my email list in that time. Am I a hypnotist? Yes. Am I a marketer and an entrepreneur? Yes. Am I willing to share it all with you? Happily. I'm there for you in person every 7 days like clockwork for our weekly video streams. Plus, your weekly hypnosis sessions and your Q&A sessions are just some of the incredible benefits of being a member of the Overcome Everything Coaching Club. So in addition, you're going to get something that I've never offered before, and I'm probably completely crazy for offering now. So check this out. You're going to get something called the Magic Lamp. In a nutshell, the Magic Lamp is going to give you access to anything and everything I've ever created or will create, as long as it's online and still available, and as long as you're a member. Now, what this means is that if you see something that I've made or that I create that you want, as long as you're a member in good standing, you simply rub the lamp by sending an email request into Marie in support, and she has to give you access to that thing, whatever it is, if assuming it's still downloadable and what have you, of course. Now, this includes all my hypnosis sessions, my list building and marketing courses, my tutorials, you name it. I know it sounds crazy. I think it is too, but this is the kind of VIP treatment that you're going to get as a card-carrying member of the Overcome Everything Coaching Club. So just so we're clear, the combination of live coaching calls with me, plus live hypnosis sessions, plus access to all of the hypnosis and marketing materials I've ever created as you need them, really amounts to what it would be like if you lived a couple blocks down the road and you could access my library and my programs at any time while stopping by for a coaching and hypnosis session every week. And of course, in case that's not enough personal guidance, support, and help with achieving your goals one by one, you're also going to have access to our private Overcome Everything coaching Facebook group where you can go in there and ask for help with anything you need 24/7. So given all of this, you're probably wondering about the cost. As a member, you are going to get everything. The live coaching and the hypnosis sessions. You're going to get access to any and all of my programs, my courses, and my materials via the Magic Lamp. And you're going to get entry into the private Facebook group. All for an astounding low $297 per month. So there's absolutely no contract to sign, and you can cancel at any time. If you know you want in, I just popped the link up at the bottom of the page. You can go to legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. Legendsofthedigitalworld.com, which is the website that's hosting this entire web series, /wealth, WEALTH. Legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. There's no contract to sign at any time. Plus, you can keep the entire $3,000 Wealth Method program for free. Okay? That is pretty awesome. Kind of hard to resist. The entire 7-week, 7-module Premier Wealth Hypnosis course the Wealth Method worth $2,997. You're not going to pay $3,000 for it. You get it for free, the entire Wealth Method program, dripped out over the 7-week period for free, just for becoming a member tonight. Now, let's talk a little bit about the membership dues. As I mentioned, it's just $297 per month. Not expensive for a world-class coaching program, but just high enough to make sure that we only have seriously ambitious folks and no time wasters in the group, because I'm definitely not interested in time wasters. If you're right for the program, this membership should pay you, and honestly, it should pay you in the first month. Now, what about the mega bonus? I actually added this in 10 minutes before this presentation began. I realized, just as I was just going over the slides one last time, oh my gosh, I could include this one thing that I've never included before. So here's what I'm going to do. This is just, this one is just for you guys. I've never made this available to my coaching program members before. I'm specifically making this available to you. Here's the deal. I have 2 programs. They're 2 of my best-selling internet marketing and training programs, and they've actually been off the market since 2010 for 8 years. The first one is called List Pros, and I created it with Sean Casey, and we sold thousands and thousands of copies of this program at $2,000 a piece. And it's still, to this day, the most comprehensive and complete email marketing and list building training program in the entire world. We actually sold over $1 million worth of our List Pros training course in under an hour. So we made millions and millions and millions of dollars and helped thousands and thousands and thousands of people build their email lists, understand the core principles and concepts behind list building and email marketing, and achieve enormous personal and financial success, launching businesses and growing businesses with our list building philosophy. As I said, it's been off the market since 2000. You know what? One of my lights has been buzzing this entire time, and it just finally went out. I was so hoping it wasn't going to pop with a loud pop in the middle of the hypnosis session. So I'm actually just going to shift my my lights around here for a second. You guys can go to legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth if you want to order while I fix my lights. Kind of funny. Bum 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 bum. I need to get smaller lights. Is what I feel. I have kind of these big, old-fashioned, crazy photo lights, and they're a little bit like I don't know. They're a little bit difficult to deal with sometimes. Anyway, hopefully you guys can still see me okay.
We
sold over $1 million of this course in an hour. We did a multi-million-dollar launch in 2008 with it, and it's been off the market completely since 2010. I want to give that course to you. It's going to take some actual work in order to reassemble this in your members area, because it's not there right now. And so I'm gonna be putting this together for you. And there's another thing is so I told you that we made over $1 million in an hour selling this thing. Well, it was such a successful launch that we ended up transcribing the entire presentation, which was again done on a teleseminar, because webinars were not a thing at that point. They were not reliable. And we created a script from it, word for word, and we created a training, and it's called Secrets of the $1 Million Teleseminar. And countless students, countless wildly successful gurus went on to use our script to craft wildly successful and incredibly profitable webinar, sales video, and teleseminar presentations with the script. And there's so many. Every time I go to a marketing event, to this day, I still have people coming up to me saying, thank you for this. Secrets of the $1 Million Teleseminar is easily worth $1,000, and I'd give it and my $2,000 List Pros. I'll give it and my $2,000 list building training program to you for free if you are one of the first 25 people to join today. So if you're one of the first 25 people to join, I will give you an extra $3,000 worth of bonuses. That, however, is something that's going to take, honestly, a week or two for us to get. I'll upload it because I just came up with this idea to give this to you guys right before the presentation started. So That alone should get your mouth watering. So think about this for a second. Would it be worth $297 to have me personally step in and help you achieve your biggest goals this month? I mean, you just had an experience with the hypnosis session. Either you loved it or you didn't. Would you like to experience more of that? To break through every single last block, every obstacle that's currently holding you back from achieving the success you desire, whether it be mental or logical, right? Whether it be something where you're holding yourself back emotionally, or whether you just need to learn how to do something specifically. To show you exactly how to get all the clients and customers that you want, to show you exactly how to break through each and every one of your money blocks permanently. If you could end the cycle of self-sabotage and self-denial that's holding you back from your biggest dreams today, do you think that if you were working with me intensively every week, plus immersing your brain with wealth hypnosis on a continual basis, that might be able to raise your monthly income by $297? I would certainly hope so. The truth is, I hope you'll be able to raise your monthly income by far, far more than that. And there's a reason that I have a hypnosis session that's called the $10,000 per month session. It's one of my most popular sessions, which again, you can have for free as a member. So if you're like my clients, you get amazing results from listening to just one single 20-minute hypnosis session. Imagine what your life will be like when you're immersed in this stuff constantly on a daily basis. That's why I'll be meeting with you every week and sending you your amazing, amazing sessions online every month as well. So I want to see you absolutely knock it out of the park and increase your spending ability as fast as humanly possible and achieve financial independence, achieve the dream that you want, and build the business of your dreams. Plus, I personally get so much satisfaction from seeing people break through the glass ceilings that have held them back for years. It's so cool to see somebody 10x their income just by making a few mental shifts. Okay, think about this. Would it be worth $297 for you to be able to tell me personally about your goals, financially or otherwise, and then have me work with you on hitting those specific goals live and in person on a weekly basis, giving you all the advice, all the tips, all the materials, and all of the hypnosis sessions that you need so that you can create the change that you want in your life over and over and over, setting new, loftier, and greater goals for yourself and your business every 30 days. Our weekly hypnosis sessions and our Q&A calls are designed to do just that. Here's something else I'd like you to consider. Would it be worth $297 to jump on the phone with me? You don't even get on the phone, on the video with me, and get hypnotized live to hit your goals, be able to ask any questions you want, and get personal answers from me 4 times per month? Would it be worth $297 to be able to crush any obstacle standing in your way of success right now and achieve your dreams once and for all this year? That's exactly what we do in our live video sessions. Plus, you can meet with your fellow members and get ideas from what's working for them as well. So if any of those benefits sound like they might be useful to you, then this decision is an absolute no-brainer. And that's exactly why you should take this important step and become a member today. Because remember, there's no contract. You can cancel at any time. Plus, you get to still keep the wealth method absolutely free. Plus, list pros. Plus, Secrets of the $1 Million teleseminar as my extra bonuses just for you. Here's something to consider about the cost of membership right now, okay? If you do the math, it's just $9.59 a day. I did a little search on Amazon for what you can get for $9.59. And the first I should have a picture of this, but I don't. The first exact match I found was a toddler fashion children kid watch, girls age 5 to 10, with a cartoon character 3D princess tiara with pink silicone band. Well, it might be super exciting to my own daughter Lightning. Maybe I'll order one for her right now. I gotta say that my guess is if it was a choice for you between a pink silicone princess watch, even if you had a small enough wrist to wear it, or changing your life dramatically and permanently so you could start making more money and building the business that we all know is within inside you, we both know that $9.59 might not change your life, but the work that we do together starting today can. So my honest recommendation is accept my crazy bribe today and become a member. Go to legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. I'll show you what the page is going to look like for you here in a second. You'll be part of a unique group of like-minded, goal-oriented high performers who are all focused on improving their lives fast. You'll have the most effective and proven mental programming and marketing techniques on the planet at your fingertips, and you'll be able to keep leveling up your game in both life and business month after month. Plus, you're going to get to be able to connect up with me and your fellow club members every single week, live on our video coaching sessions, so you can get the help, the guidance, and the crystal clear direction that you need. So why not accept my offer and become a member today? Look, you'll be under no obligation to stay, and you can cancel your membership at any time. You can even keep your complete wealth hypnosis program for free and the other bonuses that I outlined for you here today. So as everything inside is yours for free just for becoming a member of the Overcome Everything Coaching Club today by going to legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. If you've already joined or you're about to, let me know in the comments. Honestly, if you've been waiting for the magic opportunity to get the hands-on help that you need to pop everything up to the next level, my advice is accept the offer and become a member today. What else are you waiting for? I mean, it's absolutely everything you've been looking for. So if you enjoyed the session today, it's just the tip of the iceberg. We're going to go so much deeper, and I will happily explain to you the inner workings of everything going on in this business and the other wildly successful internet businesses that I've started along the way, how we do incredible email marketing, how we build our list, what are the tools that we use, how do we keep it real, how do we keep it interesting, how do we keep it converting, where does the passive and the residual income come from, how do you sell at the high ticket offers. All these types of tactics are available to you, but most importantly, keeping your head straight, keeping your head screwed on straight and realizing that you can do this, and keeping you constantly tuned up, focused, and going after bigger and bigger goals with each and every week that passes is the name of the game. So I think this is the end of my presentation officially. It is. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to this web page. I'm going to go right here. And I think that you guys should be able to see my screen. There it is. Okay, cool. So this is what it's going to look like, guys. There's a very nice looking picture of me with no hair. And it says grab the wealth method at $2,997 value for free. You're going to fill out the information here, and then you're going to go to step number 2. You're going to select the Overcome Everything Coaching Club. You're going to put in your card number and your CVV number and the expiration. You don't even need to put in your address, and you can order. Okay, it's very quick and easy. You'll see what you're going to get with the Overcome Everything Coaching Club right here. There are several great videos. Renee Aria, Jesse Elder, one from Dagan Smith, and one, why am I forgetting his name? He did $18,000 in 48 hours. This is actually a pretty good one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to take a second and just play one or two of these for you. You know, Dagan Smith is a long-standing internet marketer. You guys might know him. Check this out.
Hey, Tellman, what's going on, man? This is long overdue, and you don't know the true extent to which you changed my life. It has to be about a year ago that we got a chance to reconnect, and you told me what you were doing these days was you were really going back to your passion, which was self-hypnosis, teaching people how to get more out of their subconscious so that they can exceed their own boundaries. And before we had that conversation, you know, I'd heard of the concept of self-hypnosis, and I always thought it was kind of like hokey or weird or something like that. But I know you, I trust you, and you know, that conversation opened up the door for me to give it a shot. And I went over to your site, I went through the prosperity process, and just that first session, I got it, man. Freaking got it. And every single day since, now maybe not weekends if I'm sleeping in, but every day when I come to the office, the first thing I do is I listen to some self-hypnosis. And the reason is it just gets me focus. It gets me incredibly relaxed and out of a state of reactivity. And I mean, the proof's always in the pudding, right? The very first week that I was exposed to self-hypnosis, coincidentally, was a week where I was doing a promotion for a product that was being launched. And I absolutely credit the focus, centered, calm energy that I got from that new practice with allowing me to win that affiliate contest. I think I ended up generating about $58,000 in commissions. And let's just say the next guy was multiples behind, like lots of multiples behind. And so that's telling, man. If anyone else is listening into this, I mean, first off, Tellman, thank you. Thank you. You brought something into my life that will be in my life for the rest of my life. If anyone else is listening, you owe it to yourself to give it a shot, because at the very least, what it will do is it'll bring you to a place of serenity. It's like getting an internal massage. I don't know how to explain it than that. It's one of those things you just got to experience for yourself to really get it. And once you do, it'll become part of your life too. So again, man, thank you.
All right. So for the record, I expect a testimonial of equal caliber from each and every one of you. What an awesome testimonial, right? So that's Dagan Smith, long-standing veteran internet marketer, good friend. Very, very, very cool. I'm going to answer a couple questions and show you guys a couple more videos here. Let me see. Okay. Love to relax, and I like to turn the dial. I just doubled my current income, and I got to the level I wanted. Nice. Mick says, yes, please. All right. Cheryl says, are the coaching and hypnosis sessions in the evening for those of us that work? Now, I've moved the times a little bit as our crowd has changed, and that's something that I'm also willing to consider again. Right now, I do them at 12 noon Eastern, 12 noon Eastern every Wednesday, because most people that are in the program are self-employed. However, we do recordings of every call, and you have access not only to the new recordings, but all the old recordings as well. So that's when we do them right now. If we find that over time we have a large group of folks that are requesting for those calls to be in the evening, that's something we're willing to reconsider. But right now they are at 12 noon Eastern on Wednesdays. Richard says, yes, the legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. How much time per week do I need to devote to this? Also, is that $297 a month for 7 weeks or ongoing forever? Yeah, so Mick, it's $297 a month. It's an ongoing coaching program for as long as you want to stay in. What I recommend is that people dedicate between 30 and 45 minutes a day to doing hypnosis. Basically, use that time to tune up your brain. Does everyone do it every day? No, of course they don't. But my most successful students who make the most progress and the fastest progress and the most continual progress bake wealth hypnosis in as part of their day-to-day routine. The more you do it, the better the results you'll get and the faster that you'll get results. It's worth it, but I have to talk to the wife. You know what you should do, Joseph, is just you should join and let her in on the program with you is what you should do. And then, again, it's a month-to-month program. There's no long-term contract. Worst case scenario, you stick around for a month and then you leave because you don't feel it's worth it, or she doesn't feel it's worth it, right? But that's why we don't do a contract on it. There's no long-term. Patrice says, I'm in. Such a reasonable price for entry. Thanks. You're very welcome. Patrice. Mick says, I am in. That is awesome, Mick. We got it's a no-brainer. Kevin says, thanks, Tell. You got it. What time and time zone of the live calls? We do them on Wednesdays at 12 noon Eastern and 9 a.m. Pacific, right? John says, I've joined and have a bunch of emails, but no username and password. Okay, John, no problem. First of all, just don't worry. It'll all get worked out. Our system, the systems are all hooked up through Zapier, and sometimes there's a little bit of a delay. So what you can do is you can go to clients.overcomeeverything.com/login. Clients.overcomeeverything.com/login, and do a forgot password. So I'm going to go ahead and say http:// or clients.overcomeeverything. And by the way, welcome, John. .com/login. And so if you didn't get your password yet, I'm gonna just go ahead and send privately. So that should be there, John. If you didn't get those yet, then they'll just come through in the next couple minutes. And if for some reason they don't, you can check your spam folder. And worst case scenario, you can just go there. Also, we're going to reach out to everybody over the next day or two that joins, and you should get a call from myself or Marie saying hi to make sure that you have everything that you need. So we're going to make sure that you have everything that you need to get going right away, John. Guys, if you have any other questions, please ask them. I'm going to go ahead and play another video for you here.
Hey, this is Jesse Elder with the Mind Vitamin video series, The Upgraded Life, Fight Club for Entrepreneurs, jesseelder.com. And I'm just sharing all those titles to tell you that there's one guy who has been incredibly instrumental at helping me to take my message to a bigger audience, and that guy is Tellman Knudson. And I decided I want to share a video because there's a few things that you might not know about Tellman, even if you've known him for a long time. And I've gotten a chance to really get to know him pretty well. He is the only person that I've actually ended up rooming with at a lot of conventions over the last couple of months, and I've gotten to know him on a pretty good personal level as well, and I would definitely call him a friend. Here's the thing about Tellman. Tellman has this superpower that he can see the distinctions, he can see the things that are right in front of you, and he can show it to you in a way that makes you like slap your forehead and go, why didn't I see that? He gave me one strategy a couple of days ago on friend requests on Facebook, and I don't know how many thousands of friend requests that I've let slip not using this strategy. I decided to start applying what he showed me and ended up using 18 friend requests, ended up getting 8 applications filled out for my program, and ended up selling a $5,000 ticket that I wouldn't have sold otherwise, just all on the resources that were already there. And Tellman has this brain that allows him to obsess about marketing in a way that most other people can't. And besides that, he's just the real deal. You know, there's a lot of guys out there that are smart, that all they care about is making money. Tellman actually cares about people. And besides that, he's a crazy good hypnotist, and I've seen him hypnotize hundreds of people from the stage. So he can do it from the stage, and he's an awesome keynote speaker. He's just an amazing person to have in your corner one-on-one if you're lucky enough to have that. Can't say enough about Tellman, and he's the real deal. And hope you have a great day, whoever you are, and go and rock your message using whatever Tellman shows you. Bye.
All right, awesome. I'm just gonna, I know we've been going for 2 hours here. Let me see if we have any more questions. John says, thanks, you got it, John. No more questions so far, so I'm just gonna play another couple of videos here for you guys. Again, the link you want to go to, right now, I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up the keynote. We're gonna go, boom, is legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth, www.legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. Go to www.legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth and sign up for the Overcome Everything coaching program right now to get the wealth method for free, to get my List Pros $2,000 training, list building training program for free, to get my Secrets of the $1 Million teleseminar script training for free, all right now when you sign up. Again, those 2 bonuses will not be on the page because I added them just for you just before this webinar began. Okay, so here we are. Let's see what Renee Aria has to say.
Long-standing fear. And I was really lucky to have Tellman work with me through my flaw and through my fear of public speaking. Now, when I first came up with the talk and with the possibility of presenting it, it made me go into a lot of internal fear because I knew in my highest self that I would be able to show up and articulate my message and really emotionally connect with people if I was able to stay connected to my core and to my true essence. But because I've had such a long-standing fear of public speaking, I started having all these really scary emotions and anxiety and apprehension that was coming up for me about a month before I started my talk in New York City. This talk in New York City was a really, really big deal for me because I was sharing the stage with many and countless already best-selling authors, multi-million dollar business owners, and also some billionaires in the room. I was going through a lot of comparison with myself that, they're much better than I am. Why am I going to show up and make a fool out of myself? What if I totally fail? I should be doing this talk someplace else before I go in and present to this group of such highly skilled experts. This could potentially ruin the good credibility and reputation that I have in my industry if I show up and fail. I mean, there were a lot of very destructive voices going on for me, including just flat out the feeling like I was going to black out and forget everything that I was saying. I wasn't going to be able to use the clicker properly for the keynote speech, that I was going to be really shaky. I was going to turn bright red. I was just going to lose my train of thought entirely and be really, really embarrassed. I want to tell you that is not how the story unfolded for me, which is, of course, the reason why I am sharing this testimonial and recommendation for working with Tellman. From the very beginning, he was extremely present with me. I was able to communicate to him without any embarrassment or shame, all of the apprehensions and fears that I was going through before this talk. He led me through just some very simple practices and exercises that I could do for myself on a conscious level. And then he also sent me a very powerful and extremely effective audio hypnosis MP3 that I listened to every single day before I went to bed. And I also listened to on various other occasions when I was on the plane, traveling to different places, when I was doing my meditation process and just had, like a half an hour where I could just kind of sit and daydream and visualize. And, I'm quite convinced that it was through this hypnosis and obviously through the massive action that I took also on my own that I was able to flip my flaw and flip my fear of public speaking. The New York presentation was absolutely incredible. I totally conquered my fear of public speaking. So thank you so much, Tellman. And if you get the chance or the opportunity to ever practice hypnosis with him, I highly, highly suggest that you do, so that you also can flip your flaw and your biggest fear into one of your most unique abilities and strengths. Thank you.
Awesome. So that was Renee, and it was just so cool. She was just so freaked out. And public speaking is the #1 fear in the world. Did you know that? Totally the #1 fear in the world. And interesting, Richard. So I don't know why you're getting declined. Let me let's see. I need to stop sharing my screen because here's what I'll do. I'm going to stop sharing my screen for a second. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, Anthony, can I confirm that I'm not sharing my screen anymore?
No, you're still sharing it. It seems to be frozen, but.
Okay, I see. Hold on. My webcam is still on?
Your webcam is still on? No, we got just your face.
No webcam. Oh, yes,
no,
webcam.
No, yes, webcam.
Great. So what I'm going to do, Richard, is I'm going to quickly run it. I'm actually going to quickly run into Stripe for you, and I'm going to see if I can fix that because I want you to be able to order. And in the meantime, Richard, if you just would give me, send me, just type in your phone number right now, right into the chat, and what I'll do is, I'll just give you a call in a few minutes, and we'll get it figured out. How's that sound? let me see if Stripe for some reason is in fact bouncing you out. I believe you. And then we have another, yeah, I see you right here. And Mark is safe. All right, yeah, for some reason you're blocked, but I bet you better not be one of those rapid refunders, Richard. There's nothing worse than a rapid refunder. That's usually why Stripe will block things, is if you have a tendency of buying stuff and refunding it or doing disputes. Stripe will totally get you. And so
he says nope, and he sent you his number.
It's cool. I was just messing with you. I didn't think you were, but that's the reason that it usually.
You know, as I said, to urge you when to mess up, you need a computer.
That's right. That's right. Let me see if I can get this fixed for you. I mean, might as well just fix it right now. So Richard, if you go ahead and give me your number, we'll deal with that. I'm gonna go ahead and show my screen again, and
yeah, Richard's put his number to.
Okay, cool. And yeah, I'll just give you a call in a couple of minutes, and we'll get it figured out. Worst case scenario, we could set up like a PayPal thing or something like that. Okay, let's see. Where is that's what I'm looking for. We're gonna go ahead and show the screen. Ta-da! Okay, that's good. And I'm gonna show you guys one more video before we wrap up.
What's your name? Dawson Church.
Dawson Church. Sorry, I forgot that. That was lame.
I watched one of your videos online, and you had us walk down steps or go down to our basement or subconscious and think of really creative, powerful thoughts, which I did. And when I emerged back under that hypnotic spell you cast, I then had an idea. And the idea, I then thought, this is just one of those things from left field, but I'll do it. I did that idea, and I then made $18,000 in the next 48 hours.
How many $1,000?
$18,000.
$18,000, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
In the next couple of days. And that only occurred to me because I'd gone into that sort of deep meditative space that you'd evoked, and then taking action there, I found that if I did those things, that they unlocked levels of creativity. Now, I had those in me already. I didn't realize it until the exercise. So,
absolutely incredible. $18,000, one hypnosis video. Not a bad deal.
Not bad at all. No.
All right. Congratulations on taking action on your idea.
Absolutely. And the tragedy is, I'm a skeptic. I'm a scientist. I don't even believe in all this stuff, you know. But it worked.
Anything else you have to say about hypnosis?
Well, I'm still a skeptic, but it seems to work.
All right. Awesome. Dawson Church. So those are obviously some great stories, and I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to make $18,000 or $52,000 or $5,000. But I can guarantee that when you learn how to use your mind to overcome the things that are holding you back, that you can completely change your life in ways that you probably can't right now. And that's what I'd like to help you do. So if you guys are interested in joining the program, then go ahead and go on over to legendsofthedigitalworld.com/wealth, WEALTH. We have several members who have joined already, but I haven't logged on to check the stats, mostly because you guys are looking at my screen. So that's cool. And Anthony, we've had a long webinar tonight. How is it going? Hello?
Yeah, don't press the button twice.
Great.
It's so you've got questions there and logins from John and Mick. You can address them in a second. It's been fantastic, Tellman. I really enjoyed the Hypnos session. I'm going to join up myself. I think because, like, guys, I've been. I can honestly say this, that I put this event together, and not quite knowing exactly what I was getting into. And one of the people that has reached out and helped in any way or form they could, without any reason outside of the goodness of his heart, has been Tellman. So I really do appreciate that, and you won't find a better human being on the planet, would be my opinion of the man. And I don't say those things lightly. So, you know, you're in very, very good hands, especially if you're having any challenges or blocks. Look, if you're not where, I kind of always say that if you didn't achieve what you wanted to do yesterday and it didn't work, and you went out and did it again today and it didn't work, you're pretty much guaranteeing your results tomorrow. So sometimes it's the piece in between the ears is the bit that really needs to get on. And among the bonuses, like I want his script offer alone, right?
That's right.
Like, I'm just after that alone, because to be perfectly honest, Tellman gave me some, you know, refinements on what I was doing and some edits to do this and some stuff to that, and it's made a colossal difference to the results. So
I'm so glad that all that stuff helped. Sometimes it doesn't, you know. I mean, like making suggestions and edits most of the time help, but sometimes it doesn't. So it's really cool to hear that the tweaks that we made to the system really made a big difference for everybody.
So John has a question. Login details and forgot password. There's not.
Yeah. So here's what will happen, guys. When you order, right? What happens is we're using ClickFunnels for the order process, and ClickFunnels will fire off a Zap to Zapier in the background, and that goes over to Kajabi, our membership area, and it creates an account. And then that will automatically send you an email with your username and password. So if for any reason whatsoever you don't get that email tonight, you'll probably get it in the next few minutes. Everything's probably just being a little slow for some reason. But if for any reason you guys don't get your account, don't get logged in and everything else, we will reach out to you tomorrow and individually and manually make sure that you are all 100% all set and that everything is working properly. It should be working properly. Can I guarantee that and do tech support while I'm doing the sales presentation? I can't. But what I can do is promise you that if for any reason you can't log in tonight, we will absolutely reach out to each and every one of you tomorrow by phone and email. You will absolutely hear from Marie in Mauritius. She's amazing.
Audience.
Right-hand superwoman, absolutely incredible. And we'll make sure that you have everything you need in your account and you're ready to rock. Just give me a week or two to get all that amazing list building training populated in that account, because that's not something that currently exists there. That's something I just decided to throw in for you guys last minute. So
that's worth $2,000 alone to me. Like,
awesome. Well, I know it's late, like 2 a.m. or something for you, Anthony. So get to bed, man. Guys, thank you so much for spending 2 hours and 15 minutes with me on your Monday evening. I hope that even if you don't join the program, that you got a lot out of today's session, that you learned something, and that you feel more confident, that you feel more powerful, that you feel like a more capable entrepreneur, because you can do this. I know it. Not only am I living proof, but I've helped hundreds of thousands of paying clients and customers to completely transform their lives with the kind of stuff that you're doing right now. I know you can do it. And I would be honored to help you get there faster. But if maybe you can't, maybe it's outside of your budget. Maybe you already bought a few extremely expensive programs and you've maxed out your credit card. I respect that. Don't go refund somebody else's stuff just so you can join this. No. $297 a month. That's the lowest it's ever going to be. legendofthedigitalworld.com/wealth. I'd love to work with you, but even if we can't, I wish you absolutely the highest level of success that you are possible of ever achieving in your lifetime as a result of the trajectory you are currently on. It's going to be an awesome ride. Mark my words. So Anthony, thank you so much. Really enjoyed it. Absolute honor to be here.
Guys, there's two things. One is I put the link into the chat, so it's there for you to click it, so you don't have to be typing it down if you get it wrong. The other thing is, can you imagine just getting on a call with this man every week, how pumped you're going to feel just after it? Every time I meet him, he's like this. He's like the Energizer Bunny. He's just always full of energy. It's amazing. So Tellman, honestly, thank you very much for taking time out. I appreciate you taking time out.
Of course, thanks for the invitation to be part of this amazing program.
You know, and a true legend if there ever was one. And guys, you know, get on it. 297. It's an absolute steal. And you know, thanks for coming on this evening. And I wish you all a pleasant evening. Tellman, thank you very much. I will put the replay up before I go do anything else, so that will be done next. So I'm going to hang up so I can get it processed.
Awesome. Go for it. And I just want to say, guys, welcome to everybody that joined. We'll be talking in 2 days, which will be great. And John says, thanks for that. I have some sleep. Get some sleep, John. Patrice says, thanks so much. Mick says, thank you very much. This will help me. I can feel it. Awesome, Mick. I'm looking forward to it. And Patrice is still waiting on the password for membership, having a hard time waiting. I want to jump in. Don't worry. Don't worry. There'll be plenty of time. Maybe there's a glitch in the system that we need to get worked out. We'll get it all sorted if for some reason your membership isn't automatically created. I think there's just a little delay with Zapier. All right, guys. Have a wonderful evening. Again, this is Tellman Knudson. This is Legends of the Digital World. Tune in for every webinar. Learn everything you can and completely transform your life. And be sure to go get those recordings and transcripts. This is Tellman, over and out.
Thanks, Tellman. See you guys.
All right, bye-bye.